After AMC's Mayfair Witches and Interview with a Vampire crossed over this season, one cast member has an excellent idea for more now that Mayfair Witches has wrapped its second season. There's more from the Anne Rice universe to come across the 2025 TV schedule between the third season of Interview with the Vampire and the Talamasca. And if we've learned anything from the recent season of Mayfair Witches, it's that the TV shows based on Rice's books absolutely can cross over. But how could that happen in the future? One of AMC's very own Mayfair Witches shared an awesome idea after being an avid reader of the author. When Cinemoblin spoke to Jen Richards, who of course plays JoJo Mayfair in the series, about the latest season of Mayfair Witches, she shared her thoughts on how the witches and vampires could collide more. In her words, in Anne Rice's 2000 novel, Merrick, characters from her Vampire Chronicles and Mayfair Witches actually cross over. It follows Louis de Pointe du Lac, who Jacob Anderson plays in the series. He starts being haunted by the spirit of Claudia, a child who was turned into a vampire long ago by Lestat de Lioncourt, played by Sam Reed in the Interview with the Vampire series, which is one of the best vampire TV shows ever, by the way. Louis ends up asking for the help of a witch named Merrick Mayfair to use her powers to contact Claudia's ghost. The book certainly has the presence of the Talamasca involved, as Merrick herself is a former agent with the group. As Richards shared in our interview, during the events of the book, Merrick is turned into a vampire later in the novel. There are 13 books in the Vampire Chronicles, and it's certainly interesting to hear from Jen Richards how Mayfair Witches could cross over further in with the Anne Rice universe due to some source material that already exists from the author. Richards would even love to adapt the novel herself. As she also said, "We'll certainly have to see how AMC's Anne Rice universe continues to evolve as Interview with the Vampire and the Talamasca release later this year." So far, the Mayfair Witches crossover with Interview with the Vampire was rather inconsequential to the overall plot and felt more like a way to bring in both shows. But as Jen Richards spoke to, there's a lot of material here for the writers to work with.